Alright, so this might as well be like top 3 units in the game. And once that Fauna comes out, if she is green, this Charlotte is just going to skyrocket in terms of value. And I really am happy that the Charlotte released. But it sucks that in general that her kit was on a Charlotte. Because this is the second SSR seasonal Charlotte and our third SSR Charlotte. Could you believe that? So we're going to be talking about how you want to build her, just everything along those lines. So check the timestamps if you want to see certain parts, but let's talk about her kit first of all. So her skills. She is mainly an SP buffer and also just a barrier unit in general with her passives, but we'll talk about her skills and then passives separately. So if we go to her skills, right, this one is just a single target that applies skill 1 to the person with the highest. I'm pretty sure it's all attack. So yeah, no, this one is pretty nice. Just a single attack, but a single skill point, but you could keep on getting it, so it's nice. Then the skill 2 is very good, and I'm hopeful, or not hopeful, I'm just excited to get the skill page because it makes it way better. What it gives is 2 skill points to the person you choose. Then it gives 1 turn debuff block to that person, and it lets you get a 100% chance to reduce cooldown of the skill 2 by 1 turn, so that you could use it after 1 turn. So it's like you use it, and then you wait a turn, then you use it the turn after. Now, what is very good about this is that the debuff block mainly, and the 2 skill points lets you very quickly get the ultimate of one of the DPS again. And Magna, if you're using her with Magna's gonna get it very quick because of the fact that he already gets 3 skill points turn 1 because of the fact that he kills someone, and then he's gonna get another turn which gives him an extra skill point. Now with the skill page, it's going to be 3 skill points and also apply stun block. Very good. Now this is the best ultimate in the game, I think. 54% damage reduction. The highest before I think was like 30 something. Now it's 54 for 2 turns. Then it applies to the person with the highest all attack, so mainly your DPS. It applies level 3 defense penetration. And then it extends barrier duration by 1 turn, which is insane, bro. Insane. So her skills are very good. Barrier duration is insane just in forever. It's going to be forever really good. And at base, let's talk about the passive. So she has 120 speed with no dupes. But with dupes, she is going to be getting 4 speed total. So this is all the, let me go back. So these are all the stats she is getting. 2000 attack, 1000 defense, and then 4 speed. 4 speed is huge. Gets her up to 124 speed, and I put a +2 speed on her, which is why she's at 126. But if not, she would be at 124. So should you dupe her? Honestly, yeah, but at least get her to 2 dupes for her passive. We'll talk about her passives basically right now. But even without dupes, she's great. But I'd say getting 2 dupes just makes her pretty much a different unit. Why is that? Let's talk about it. So her LR passive is if the whole team is green, 80% of her HP becomes a barrier. 80% is insane. Just look at my current HP. Her HP is about 130k. This is about a 100k barrier. I'm pretty sure it's 90k. It's insane. If everyone's green, that is really huge. Turn 1, which means you don't have to worry about anything but stuns. But Fauna might have a stun block when the whole team is green. So we'll have to see. And then this is basically, whenever it's her turn for 2 turns, she applies a barrier to the person with the highest all attack. 50% of her HP. So basically a like 60k barrier every time it's her turn. And she has high speed, so she'll be attacking a lot. This Charlotte is very good at giving barriers on a full green team, and even just in general. Like, what is very good, let's say for the team I use, this team, right, these 4 units, is that Charmy has immortality and she gives barriers to Magna, so both Magna and Charmy are protected in terms of DPSs. So it's just a really good way. Like, she gives damage reduction, barriers, increases skill points, debuff block, and gives more barriers. It's really good, and she has high HP, so it's kind of hard to kill her. But her defense is actually like, it's pretty good. It's like, it's pretty good overall. So yeah, no, overall, I really do like Charlotte. So let's stop talking about what she does. And yeah, I think if you want to dupe her, you can. This is a very good skill. Getting 50% of her HP every turn as a barrier is insanely good. Now, as for skill pages, I forgot to make it a tab or a window capture, so let's do that right now. But she's got 4 main skill pages that I recommend. The main one is this one because it gives HP, and she can't use the other HP ones because of the fact that they're all for like healers. But this one is the best because it gives HP, which is going to overall increase her barriers. Then if not, you could use this one because it gives all attack, and this you could get for free. So can you this one. So I mean, it's not exactly hard options. But then if not, if you just like, you know, If you really have nothing, then use increased defense. But if not, use Voltos's because it's going to give her extra stamina on ult. Which, I mean, sure, it works, right? It definitely works. Obviously, this is after she ults because if you're ulting, it means you're already at 100% stamina. So yeah, these are the 4 main skill pages I'd say, but this is probably the best one just to increase barrier, especially if you're on a full green team, that's for sure. Now, let's go talk about the talent build. Pretty like self-explanatory. I put the attack because she is an attack unit, but it doesn't really matter for this. Now I gave her defense plus the 5% HP, very important. And then on this side, I gave her when your SP is less than 2, you get 1 point, and then 10% blocking. So that is basically the build I put on her, and obviously I gave her the +2 speed, so she could be at higher speed. Now after that, we got the gear, and this is the gear I got on her. As for the sets, to me it doesn't really matter, but the 2 main ones is the increased speed and then increased HP. Main reason is because obviously you want her to have as much HP as possible, and you want to make sure she has that extra speed because it is pretty important. Now, the thing is, the third one doesn't really matter, but I'd recommend either defense or the non-upgraded speed, just to get that extra speed in case, right? You can never go wrong with that. But you always want to make sure you have the 4 HPs at least. Now, you could also go for 6. I think that going for 6 would be overall better if you want to run her with HP, but of course, she needs to still be going first, right? Because you want to make sure you get the 54% damage reduction off. But I'm pretty sure the HP gives, what, 7%? So if you put another 2, you would definitely be getting more HP than here, I believe, if just from the 2 set bonus. But also getting the speed is important. So just going for the 3 2 sets is probably the best, especially for CC. But yeah, going for as much HP as you can is important. And of course, I don't have any LR ones for her, but it is what it is. That's the gear I'm going with her. In general, if we're being for real, these are the sets you would want to go for. Mainly these 3, I'd say. But obviously, you could run these. But I don't really think you should run any other ones. Maybe the damage reduction, but that's really it. I mean, any support type of build just works, especially it's just a Charlotte, man. It's not really too hard to build support units, but she is full HP, so you want to make sure you have all the HP ones. And I did put all obviously HP substats. I rerolled until I could get all of the HPs. So yeah, that's basically how it is. It's a full HP except for this one because it's a UR, and I'm gonna change that over time. So that's basically the gist of how you would go through Charlotte. I went over skills, gear, dupes, and then talents. So next up, let's talk about the teams. This is my favorite one, but you need at least 2 dupes in Magna for it to work. And I would say 2 dupes in Magna and Charlotte is the best, and obviously Rodis, you should have max duped, but I'm not the boss of you. Anyway, going for 2 dupes in Magna and Charlotte is kind of needed, at least for Magna. It makes it for a very good team to where you could stun 3 people in 1 turn, technically. How it would work is that you use the combo with her, and that in itself, the combo in itself applies a 100%, I didn't talk about it, but the combo applies a 100% barrier to the partner, which is 120k HP minimum. So Magna, if there's a burn, even on combo, is going to stun the enemy if he attacks. So he's going to remove barrier, he's going to attack, stun 1, he's going to ult, it's going to stun another, and he's going to skill 2, and it's going to stun another one on attack. Probably the best way to use this team, especially with her high speed. But then you also got Charby just to apply more burns, and then you got Rodis to apply his shield. So overall, this team is really great, and stop stuns is really great, and I recommend getting Magna to 2 dupes and Charlotte if you can to 2 dupes. Max duping would be ideal, but I don't expect you guys to, especially because we already had a season 4 Charlotte that was really good. So yeah, and also anniversary is coming up, so this will be like my go-to team. That's I mean, could I still brag? Did I get kicked out? But I think I didn't. Hopefully, please tell me I didn't. I didn't. That let me get to number 1 in arena, highest person there. So you know, it's the team that like really worked for me, especially in this high toxic environment in arena. Now besides that, this team could work well. This is a very whatever slot. You could put any support or anyone that's green. You could put a debuffer, attacker, another attacker works. But this team works because she gives the 80% barrier when the full team is green. Now, soon, this slot, Voltos' slot, will become Fauna, or Langris will become Fauna, because of the fact that Fauna is going to be a green unit, and it seems that she's going to have the same type of thing as Charlotte, where it's going to give stun immunity, which means this team is going to be invincible. They're going to not be able to die because of the like 80k, 90k barrier, and they're going to not be able to get stunned, which is really good. So Fauna is also just going to be good as a replacement. So I'd say for this team, when Fauna does come out, it's going to be infinitely better. We do need a very good green DPS, so very excited for that. And then this team, just going for anything. Charlotte works in any team, just saying. But definitely really good, even just like in this type of team where it's going to increase Noel's barrier duration. So I recommend turn 1 using the combo or just not the ultimate. Maybe applying a debuff block on Noel with the skill 2, something like that, so that you could save the ultimate for after Noel shields, something like that. You could go for that. And if not, maybe you could speed the fuck out of Noel. A couple different ways you could go about this, but I think this team could definitely work. But I'd say this team for whales or just people who have summoned at least a bit, because you could have easily gotten all these units, right? Because it's 2-on-1 banner, so yeah. But many different ways you could build the teams. Like I could have went on forever. But you'll see some different team builds over the little while. But yeah, no, Charlotte, one of my favorite units. She's just very fun to use because she enables every other person to get their ults very quickly. And of course, the 100% barrier is insane because you got like 120k HP when you count the skill page and the talent. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you have any other questions, let me know. I am here to help you guys. But yeah, don't ask me again about Hall of Illusions because I already did all the videos I can. I'll do one more soon, but I'm a bit lazy. Y'all understand. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.